from the 30 on second down. Dalton, and his throw's going to be incomplete. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. He's going to let one fly for Tate, and that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
And what did we talk with them about prior to the game? Their ability to move the chains, pick up first downs. So far, 0 for 3 on 3rd down. If that continues, they'll have little chance of winning this one.
Here's Kevin Huber now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. Jamal Williams making his way back onto the field. We're in the 2nd quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first, maybe they have to start respecting that even more as the game goes on.
Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Geno Atkins able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall. They can put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Now Jones. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
All right, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up, back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
The Packers on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 15. Out of the pistol to give to Jones. And I don't know if he made it out of the end zone. No signal. Yes, it's a safety. Well, they're going to have some space here on the free kick.
You're exactly right about that. They just wish that they could have the free kick and not give up the 2 points.
And remember, following the safety, you give the football up as well, and they free kick it from the 20 now. This will be fielded at the 17.
Come on, fellas.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to something else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
I would say it'd probably be a good idea for him to reintroduce himself to his receivers at the half because they're definitely on different wavelengths. But I also don't advocate waiting that long. Next series, before you get out there, hey, let's get together, guys. Let's get this thing moving.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Dalton, he gets this one to Boyd. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A Bengal first down on the 16-yard pickup there.
Well, for teams that like to play man coverage, running corner routes can be tough on them because of the ability of getting into it. Sometimes you're squaring it off. Sometimes you're just rounding it. Sometimes there's a fake. Sometimes there's not. That makes it very, very difficult for a DB to stay with it.
A draw play. Bernard. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Mixon. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
Hands up, lady! 50 to Mike, 50 to Mike. Coming to you, 25.
They'll run on first down. Bernard. Kenny Clark, the big D tackle there to make the stop.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right.
And now to the air. Dalton throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Jair Alexander that time able to knock that one away.
The goal of anyone running a curl route is to make sure you try and get defenders on your back and shield them away from the football. But sometimes, even when you run a good route, the defense finds a way to knock it away.
Now the Bengals on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 8. Dalton here from the gun. He's got his man, Boyd. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Hey, Mike's 50.
They run the counter. Bernard. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. That's about as good as a linebacker can diagnose that play, isn't it?
It certainly is, and what he did really well is that while he was diagnosing, he got his feet in motion without actually going anywhere and taking a false step that he had to make up later. He read it, got his feet in motion, and then he just took off and made the play.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Dalton on the draw to Mixon, and they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
A draw play is called because you think you've either found a gap or you're using the aggressiveness of the defensive line against itself. Not on that play. Totally controlled the middle of the field. Offense had nowhere to go with the ball.
The run hasn't worked the last couple of plays. Now it's 3rd and 14. Here's Bernard. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
Brandon, when you and I sit down and play chess, you're always winning. So I've got to figure out how to get that done. But we're watching a real chess match today between the offense and the defense. And on that play, called a draw, the defense ended up winning.
So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. This will be kicked from the 42. It's a 52-yard attempt. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this score will stay right where it is. So another long try for 3 and another kick that comes up lacking.
Yeah, this isn't going to do any wonders for his field goal percentage, but you have to figure as a head coach that when you send a guy out there to try and kick from that distance, it's a 50-50 proposition at best.
Now Aaron Rodgers and the offense heading back onto the field. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of it. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes, but right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the second quarter.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
You better be afraid of me. You better.
From the 45 on second down, Rodgers. And he finds a man on the crossing route. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Packer first down. Rodgers now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's 1st and 10. Throwing is Rodgers. And now he's going to use his legs. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
A good down to possibly take a shot, and in fact, they'll come up with an empty backfield on 2nd and inches. Here's Rodgers. The connection made. It's Graham. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
We got this.
A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. The throw over the middle taken in, and down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a gain of 16 and a first down for the green and gold.
Green 18. No. Watch QB drop. Watch me get done.
On first down, Rodgers. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now Rodgers to throw again. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Rodgers again now. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So now here comes the field goal team for the third time today. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a lot. The big man, get the oxygen tank ready. He's at the 40, the 20, 10, 5. And he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati. As his guys are in for 6. As his guys have cut the lead down to 2.
As they began this last drive, things weren't exactly looking up for this offense. But after what they just did, putting the ball in the end zone, that took them away from the brink of possibly being knocked out of this game.
Here's Bullock now for the extra point. And this is now a one-point game.
Makes the score Packers 19, Bengals 18.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
Here we go.
Aaron Rodgers, he's getting ready to go again here on offense. He's got to be feeling pretty good, playing well. Team has the lead, so just looking to mount a drive here that ends in the end zone.
And all quarterbacks will tell you, hey, we love a running game, helps us out. But at the end of the day, they want to rely on their arm, throw the football, feel good about things, keep things moving in the right direction. Right now, that's exactly what we're seeing.
And we'll see if that continues. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And he will find his man on the outside. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Now it's Rodgers. And Graham's got it. Complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 20-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. A throw caught by Kumaro. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Now the Packers going to burn their third and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line. He'll lose a couple on what should be the final play of the first half. So we've reached halftime here on Christmas Day as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcome everyone to this abridged version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. This one has the look of a game that could very well go down to the wire. Just 1 point separating these two clubs at the break. But they're ready for the second half, and we are too, as we'll kick it right back out to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Crosby on now to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Play action now. Dalton airing one out for Boyd. He's got a man complete. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
It's your first drive of the second half. You're down on the scoreboard. Maybe you just say to yourself, let's take a shot, see if we can shake them up. And boy, they hit that one.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Jet sweep, Boyd with it. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
That's right, baby. They don't want it. Man left, man left. Three down.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Unfortunately for you, you've been around me for a little while now, so you know me as well as anyone and how I look at a game. I don't ever advocate abandoning anything, but in this case, I'm going against my own thought process. You got to change it up. You got to start throwing it around a little bit, finding ways to try and move the ball because keeping on the ground just isn't working for them.
Yeah, maybe get him the ball out of the passing game, a swing pass outside or something, just something to vary it up. 3rd down, a shot here for Dalton. Going deep downfield for Ross. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. 3rd down, he tried to stay in bounds, did all he could. He caught it, but was led a little bit too far.
Yeah, and that's always difficult, isn't it? Because you know half of your body is trying to stay behind while the other half is reaching out, trying to catch the football. The top half worked. It was the bottom half that was in question.
Here's Kevin Huber now as he's on to punt for Cincinnati. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Packers now. They get set for their first possession of half number 2. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Hey, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude.
And the ball is out. Jones got hit and lost it. And the Bengals grab it. And fantastic field position has them just outside the 10 at the 11-yard line in the red zone.
They may have the edge on the scoreboard, but that hasn't made them passive, has it? I mean, they dialed up a pretty good run blitz there. And Brandon, you know that all blitzes aren't just designed to get to the quarterback and the passer. Sometimes you're just trying to take away every gap, every hole that might be created in the running game, and they did it to perfection and caused a fumble there.
Took away the gaps, took away the holes, took away the football. And this is one of those bang-bang plays, Charles. Did the knee hit first or did the ball come out first?
This is where you need that 20/20 eyesight, don't you, Brandon? You've got to see which one happened first. If the knee hit the ground, then they will keep possession.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, trying to atone for it here on this drive. When we see another great performance like this out of Aaron Rodgers, you have to chuckle thinking that his only FBS offer was a walk-on at Illinois.
And now he's the pride of Butte Junior College, of course at Cal. And I remember watching him play at Cal, and he would run 7-on-7 drills. Angry if the ball ever hit the ground, and it didn't do it very often.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
You got nothing.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Got a man, that's Allison. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Packer 1st down.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On the ground, this is Williams. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 31-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. Wide open receiver complete. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 14.
58. 57. Come on. Here we go.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And a second effort gets him in. Touchdown, Packers. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Second effort there. He was determined to find pay dirt, and he did.
I think that's a great example of what coaches talk about, a back that runs behind his pads, and he uses pads to get him into the end zone.
Now Crosby for the point after. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The Bengals getting set to go. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trite expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Second and 10 now from the 27.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
Throwing again. Dalton. He completes it to Boyd. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. Andy Dalton now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. On the toss, Mixon. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
We've seen this a few times in this game. That offensive line just, I don't know if you want to call it out physical, out tough, whatever you want to use.
And what people do when that is happening, when they're getting dominated that way, they spread things out a little bit, make it more of a space game, and allow your skill position players to make a few plays out in open field. Take away the physical element, gives you a chance.
Let him know.
Now on 2nd and 13. Dalton. And he floated one out there, incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Out of the gun, it's Dalton. Got a man on the right sideline. It's Boyd. A pickup of 27, and they pick up the first down in the process.
First down, Bengals.
Dalton operating in the red zone now. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Trying to defend the out route there, got the PI call.
And you know what's difficult about that one is sometimes you want to make the undercut move and go for the football, and other times just want to hang on the upfield shoulder and make the tackle. I think he got caught in between and created a foul.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again, Dalton. And he fires one that's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line.
And Brandon, this is a real job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here.
At the 22-yard line.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Back to the ground, this time with Jones. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
A big part of a middle linebacker's job is being able to take on blocks and then go make plays. But the best ones, they have those big guys in front of them playing defensive line that hold blockers off of them and allow them to flow sideline to sideline and make the big hits.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up first downs.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run it with Williams. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 13 yards, first down, Packers. When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient and find the hole, and then when the hole is there, he goes quickly.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off, but you know what else? Brings a little thump with him, doesn't he?
He does.
He packs the boom at the end of the run and finishes it going forward. That's what you want to see out of your backs.
Let's get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Here's Jones. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Watch the screen, watch the screen.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Partner, the way this offense has marched up and down the field during this game, it's almost a surprise to see an incomplete pass on 3rd down, isn't it?
Yeah, they have had their foot on the gas all game long, but here finally stalling out. Here's J.K. Scott now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. 23 yards the pickup there. Now Dalton with a 1st and 10. Got his man, it's Eifert. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Now a carry for Bernard. And an alley to run. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down. They held him in check in the first half, but that's his longest carry of the game right there.
So would this be the definition of fresh legs since he didn't get much done in the first half? Now he has a great opportunity. He's taking full advantage of it.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. Under heavy pressure, and down goes Dalton on the sack. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack.
We call that sack block.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. They run the counter. Bernard. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. Call it a 6-yard gain. Still plenty of work to do coming up. 3rd and 14. The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the 3rd down stop. Operating from the gun. Dalton got a man open. It's Ross. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the 1st down marker. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. Here's Randy Bullock now as he'll go for the field goal. From the right hash, this from 44 yards out. Bullock's kick is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So the 3 points there gets him a bit closer, but you can bet there's probably some guys on that sideline, Charles, thinking we deserve a better play.
No doubt, Brandon. Those 2 misses earlier are kind of hanging over him right about now. In a tight one like this, if those are makes, then obviously this is a completely different game.
After the field goal now, it's Bullock to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
Let's go.
Jamal Williams making his way back onto the field. We've seen him be good so far. He's hoping to continue that trend here in quarter number 3.
And typically when you see guys running it this well, they see the game in slow motion, don't they? They see the cuts happen. They see the blocks happen. They feel really good about their vision, and then they use their legs to find that open space.
And he's had some good help up front to boot. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 32-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Here we go.
Rodgers gives this to Jamal Williams.
Number 30, Jamal Williams, the ball carrier. He's tackled at the 34-yard line. A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 1.
319.
Rodgers to throw on 3rd and 1. And that is incomplete.
Intended for Jimmy Graham. Incomplete.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
Here's J.K. Scott now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And there's a work of art right there. Out of bounds at the 2-yard line. They decide against going for it on 4th and 1, maybe to the dismay of their offense, but hey, a nice consolation prize down inside the 5.
Nice consolation prize indeed. So maybe the offense is upset, but they showed confidence in their defense by punting it away.
Time for Tyler Boyd and the rest of the offense to take over now. Seems like the measuring stick for a receiver for a great game is 100 yards. Well, he's well past that now.
And as we analyze how he's getting them, that's where it really becomes fun because, let's face it, they keep sending coverage at him, keep trying to put the pressure on, yet he finds ways downfield and finds openings. That's a really crafty receiver.
And they'll get him down up past the 15. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal 1st down.
Sometimes you get just a little over-eager defensively when you've got people backed up because the mentality is to attack, take the ball away, or at worst, just keep them backed up there for your own offense. They actually used their aggressiveness against him on that one and hit him big.
Absolutely. Had him pinned on the 2. Not anymore. So that last play gives him a little more space now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line. Now they run with Mixon. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A Bengal first down on the 16-yard pickup there. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now Bernard. And an alley to run. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down. Good push up front and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. On 1st and 10, here's Andy Dalton. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now at Lambeau. It's the Bengals. They've got the football, but they trail here as we get rolling in quarter number 4. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Dalton here from the gun. That one complete to the former Seminole, Auden Tate. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down.
A gain of 14. First down, Cincinnati.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Dalton. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Preston Smith picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. So Dalton now. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Bengals on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Here's Dalton. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Zadarius Smith coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th.
Well, certainly some teams are not intimidated by down and distance on defense, are they? 3rd and very long? Let's go get this guy again. Big-time pressure.
Here's Kevin Huber now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. He's getting ready to go again here on offense. And the stats on the screen tell the story. A great start. This defense, they've made some good adjustments, so he's fallen off since.
Have to like what they did at the half, but you also have to like the fact that they hung in there. Despite the fact they had a tough first half, he was locked in, right? Rocking and rolling. They came out and made their adjustments, got their confidence back. Now they're causing him all sorts of trouble.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 30-yard line.
We need team. He don't know no better.
They'll get this out wide to Allison. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be third down.
Brandon, just mark that under the category of just not successful. Trying to throw the ball, just didn't work on that one.
Completed it. No yardage. The Packers on third down. They've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Off the draw, here's Williams. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Williams. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Geno Atkins on the stop. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 38-yard line.
58. Here we go, D. Get off the field.
From the 38, Rodgers. Complete to Jones. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
He's out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
Win 18. Watch one.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the 1st down marker. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for Green Bay. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They will get 4 yards here on the 1st down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, we all know the guy carrying the ball is going to get the credit both in the stat line and probably in the newspaper. But guess what? Those guys creating holes, they couldn't feel better about themselves right now. Offensive line, tight end, probably even the wide receivers are involved. They're moving the ball well.
From the 24, Dalton. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a 1st down. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. They'll run it here with Bernard. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. A 4-receiver look here. 3 out to the left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 8. Now whistles and a flag, and I believe a Bengal got going a little early there. The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
Now Dalton. Open man is Ross, complete. It's an 8-yard pickup, and all of a sudden here it's third down.
A gain of 8 yards, and it's third down.
And the Bengals on third down. Not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Dalton now to pass. He's got his man, Boyd. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Dalton, and this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Incomplete. He was covered by Jair Alexander.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Dalton. And the catch good, it's Eifert. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. A Bengal first down on the 16-yard pickup there.
First down, Bengals.
Hands up, lady. 50. Rip right. Hands up.
Mixon with a first down carry. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Well, he had 2 sacks earlier. Now he has 4 total tackles for a loss after that play.
Well, they obviously have to do a better job trying to block it. But short of that, you know what the quarterback has to do? Make sure he doesn't hand it to him when he's back there thinking he's one of his own guys. His quickness, his suddenness, his speed getting into the offense's backfield has been something else in this game.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Now Joe Mixon. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. That battle, that was won right up front.
And we're used to seeing those battles right up front, but we're used to seeing a lot of defensive tackles or more run stuffers and just play the spot where they are. How about these dancing bears we see nowadays that win the battle and then go upfield looking for runners?
Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17 following the 2 negative plays. To throw here, Dalton. And that is incomplete.
I think you put just a little bit too much heat on that one. When you throw it to the outside, you do have to be careful because you got to keep it away from the defender, but you also have to give your own guy a chance too.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. It's a 39-yard attempt, right hash. And Bullock will put this one through. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
After the field goal now, it's Bullock to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Jermaine Pratt there on the tackle. A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 26-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Geno Atkins able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
What a nice read and play by the defensive tackle. Never bought the play-action fake. Went right for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Shotgun now for Rodgers. He's got the hook up to Lazard. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. Here's J.K. Scott now. He's been terrific so far. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. Tyler Boyd and the rest of the offense heading back out. He's north of 150 yards in this game. He's been doing his thing, hasn't he?
That he has, and he's been enjoying himself. And it's the type of game that you get locked into a pretty good groove. May not be record-shattering, but it's the type of game that if you accumulate that throughout a season, you can be one of the top receivers in the game.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Zadarius Smith able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And hear the pressure from the outside linebacking spot.
And normally when that happens and they're able to get home, that means the other guys on his team helped him out a lot. That they occupied people to allow it to be no less than a one-on-one situation, allows him to get home.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Here's Dalton. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, helped force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Dalton. And this is going to be incomplete. Here's Kevin Huber now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. On the return is Irvin. It's a 49-yard punt, but subtract 9 there for the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
On first down, it's Jones. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first. I guess he was saving his best for last, so to speak. Longest run of the day coming here in the fourth quarter right there.
And that type of run makes for a better night for him and his teammates, doesn't it? To be able to produce this late in the game can lead to some big smiles and satisfaction in the locker room after this one's over.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the gun, it's Rodgers. The connection made, it's Graham. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the Bengals' 36-yard line.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Now a man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Williams. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up
2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the fourth quarter. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now Rodgers setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Had a chance to give themselves there some important wiggle room, but it went awry.
Yeah, let's do the simple math here. And you know, for me, it has to be simple. Instead of this thing kind of giving them that wiggle room you talked about, now we're talking about